Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by asking you a simple question. Do you truly believe that in today's world a person's value is determined only by the amount of money they have saved, the luxury car they drive, or how youthful they look? If you have believed that for a long time, it may be time to look at life from a different perspective. For years, society has repeated this idea so often that many people accept it without ever questioning whether it is actually true. Because of this, countless men fail to recognize the greatest strengths they already possess. The truth is that there is something far more valuable than wealth, physical appearance, or symbols of social status. Interestingly enough, most men over the age of 60 already have these qualities. The problem is not a lack of potential. The real issue is that many men simply have not discovered how to use those strengths to their fullest advantage in everyday life. Once you begin to understand and develop these qualities correctly, the way people see you will gradually begin to change. The reactions you receive from those around you will naturally become different. What makes this even more encouraging is that this transformation has nothing to do with buying expensive things, living an extravagant lifestyle, or chasing quick fixes that promise overnight success. In reality, the most meaningful changes usually come from simple daily habits that require only a little consistency and attention. So stay with me, because over the next few minutes I am going to share an approach that can reshape your mindset and positively influence the way others respond to you. While many men continue wasting valuable energy chasing things that ultimately matter very little, you can learn how to build genuine self-confidence without constantly seeking approval from anyone else. Before we continue, I would like to ask you for a small favor. If you are ready to strengthen your confidence and improve your relationships through a healthier and more mindful approach, please take a moment to like this video. I would also love to know where you are watching from, so leave the name of your city or country in the comments below. I truly enjoy reading the stories and experiences shared by viewers from all over the world. And if you have not already done so, don't forget to subscribe. Every week I share research-based insights about self-confidence, healthy aging, vitality, emotional well-being, and maintaining a strong sense of purpose after the age of 60. Sadly, these important topics are rarely discussed in enough detail, even though they have the potential to improve the lives of so many people. Now, let's begin by addressing one of the biggest misconceptions that still exists today. Many people assume that once a man reaches 60 years of age, his attractiveness automatically begins to fade. It is almost as though society believes that the only way to remain respected or appreciated is by owning a luxury vehicle, living in a large home, or holding an impressive social position. Some even convince themselves that the best years of life are already behind them and will never return. However, my experience over the years has shown me something completely different. I have met and worked with many men between the ages of 60 and 70 who have built warm, meaningful, and respectful relationships with people from every generation. Their success has never depended on extraordinary wealth or dramatic physical changes. Instead, it comes from something much simpler and far more powerful. These men understand one essential principle about human relationships. They recognize that healthy self-confidence, emotional maturity, and the ability to remain steady through life's challenges become increasingly valuable as we grow older. Many people eventually grow tired of uncertainty, emotional instability, and the endless search for validation in social situations. Instead, they begin to appreciate authenticity, consistency, and the calming presence of someone who brings reassurance and emotional security. The fascinating part is that many mature men already possess these qualities. Their life experiences have naturally shaped them over many years. Unfortunately, not everyone learns how to recognize these strengths, appreciate their value, or develop them intentionally. For those who may be new to this channel, allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Jessie Carter. Over the past several years, I have dedicated my work to helping men improve their health, strengthen their confidence, enhance their overall well-being, build healthier relationships, and continue growing personally throughout the later stages of life. There is another important point that deserves attention. Men over 60 often possess advantages that younger men simply have not developed yet. Why is that? Because many younger men are still searching for their identity. They often rely on approval and recognition from others to feel worthy, and they are still trying to figure out the direction they want their lives to take. You, on the other hand, have already walked through many chapters of life that have shaped your character in profound ways. You have experienced success. You have faced disappointment. You have lost things that mattered deeply. You have started over when necessary. You have adapted to change and overcome challenges that were far from easy. Every one of those experiences carries tremendous value. It is this collection of life experiences that separates someone who is still searching for stability from someone who has built a strong foundation of confidence from within. That kind of wisdom cannot be purchased with money, nor can it be gained simply by reading books or learning theories. So what is the principle that has the power to create such a meaningful transformation in a person's life? It is known as the mindset of not becoming emotionally dependent on outcomes. Once you begin developing this way of thinking, your entire approach to life starts to shift. Your presence becomes calmer. Your attitude feels more confident. You stop allowing yourself to be consumed by worries about how other people judge or perceive you. As a result, people naturally begin to feel more relaxed and comfortable around you. But before we explore this principle in greater depth, let's first examine 3 common mistakes that many men over 60 continue to make. More importantly, we will also discuss healthier habits that can replace those behaviors. The first mistake is constantly trying to prove your worth to others instead of focusing on developing the qualities that already exist within you. Many men still approach social interactions believing they must continuously demonstrate their achievements in order to earn respect. They try to impress others by talking about their accomplishments, displaying material possessions, or emphasizing symbols of success in the hope of gaining greater admiration and attention. Unfortunately, this strategy often produces the exact opposite result. People are usually able to recognize when someone is trying too hard to gain approval. Rather than communicating genuine confidence, this behavior can unintentionally reveal lingering insecurity. The harder a person works to convince others of their value, the more likely it becomes that the message people receive is completely different from the one they intended to send.